お酒に強い人、お酒に弱い人。日本語で言うともう普通ですよね。何にも違和感全くないですよね。日本語ですから。例えばテストに強い高校生、油汚れに強いクロス、ストレスに弱い人、数字に弱い人強いと弱いってすっごく便利ですね。このエアコンのリモコンも書いてありますね。弱くするとか。当然英語でも strong と weak がもちろんありますが、日本語と同じように使うパターンが少ないですね。残念ながらその場合によって言い方がそれぞれ決まってます。何々に強いイコール strong for もしくは strong to、そういうわけにはならないですね。日本語を習っている外国の方が強いと弱いの便利さに気づくと超ラッキーな気持ちに感じている方がほとんどですね。これ知らなかった、こんな便利な言葉があるなんて明日から使えるね英語の方がちょっと大変には見えるかもしれませんが、いろんな言い方を覚えなければならないからですね。でもね、ある意味でね、それは英語学習の面白いところですね。一緒に頑張ろうねSo let's get the ball rolling by looking at the 4 logical steps. We'll look at the problem, the reason, the solution, and some example sentences. Okay, here we go. First, let's look at the problem. I'm not strong for alcohol. I'm not strong for alcohol. Now, as someone who has been living in Japan for rather a long time, I know what this kind of thing means. I get it. But if you went overseas and said this to a nice, fresh English speaker who has never heard this kind of thing, I'm pretty sure they would need some time to work it out. Now, some of you may be thinking, I've heard the word strong being used in this context of alcohol before. A strong drinker. Yes, I hold my hands up. This is an extremely natural expression, and I do encourage you to use it. But I want you to look at this issue on a wider scale, not just talking about alcohol. The way the words strong and weak are used in Japanese are not always the same as how they're used in English. I've got a really big test tomorrow. How are you feeling? Have you studied for it? I've been studying like crazy. It's just... What? Go on, tell me. Well, I'm weak to tests. What are you on about? I thought you said it was tomorrow. Yes, it's tomorrow. But you just said you had a week to the test. No, I didn't. It's definitely tomorrow. Okay, whatever you say. Good luck then. So because he wasn't expecting to hear the word week, in that situation, he assumed it meant week as in 7 days. We need to talk more about this. Let's go deeper. The words strong and weak are perfectly good words, but in my opinion, they're not used as often in English as in Japanese. Over the years, I've started to feel that the reason strong and weak are so commonly used in Japanese expression is all down to one thing: the use of Chinese characters. You know, kanji. As with a lot of Japanese words, they can be interpreted in different ways. They can be used as part of like a deeper concept in words like these. And of course, you can use it just on its own. In English too, the words had to come from somewhere, mainly from Indo-European languages, which include Germanic languages, Latin, French, Greek, Norse, and many others. But that's just the origin. I don't get the same feeling or identity as you would from a word in Japanese using Chinese characters. In English, the words strong and weak are mainly used in a more simple way, to have power, both physically and mentally. A strong man, a strong horse, to have strong determination, to have strong feelings for someone. For senses like taste, smell, and color. A strong taste of garlic, a strong smell of gasoline, a strong shade of orange. One interesting point in regards to sport. In English, we sometimes say a strong team or a weak team. But it wouldn't be the automatic word choice, not like it would be in Japanese. I'd probably be more likely to say, they're a really good team. She's an amazing golfer. Our team is not so good. She's terrible at serving. So my advice to you is when talking about sport in English, use a wider variety of words. Don't keep saying strong and weak all the time. It's more natural that way. Let's jump back to where we started this video. I'm not strong for alcohol. 何々に強い。何々に弱い。To make things nice and clear, I'm going to break it down into 3 parts. He can hold his drink. It takes a lot to get him drunk. Alcohol has almost no effect on him. He's a lightweight when it comes to drinking. He gets drunk after a couple of drinks. He can't handle his drink. She copes well with stress. It takes a lot to stress her out. She's very good at handling stress. She falls to pieces if she's too stressed out. She doesn't handle stress very well. She doesn't have a high tolerance for stress. A house that holds up well to earthquakes. A house that can take an earthquake well. A house that won't fall down in an earthquake. A house that can't withstand earthquakes. A house that'll be easily damaged in an earthquake. A house that isn't strong enough for an earthquake. So you can see in English, we don't automatically use strong and weak in all of those situations. My advice to you is to use a wider variety of expressions and ways to say the same thing. Like I said in the introduction, Japanese can be quite a convenient language to learn because of things like this. But in English, it's much more natural to use lots of different expressions. It's difficult to predict what people are going to say sometimes. He always loses at rock, scissors, paper. I've never seen anyone with such bad luck. Janken in English has a few different versions. Rock, scissors, paper, rock, paper, scissors, or paper, scissors, stone. So, like in Japan, it depends on where you come from. He's got a real soft spot for his granddaughter and spoils her rotten whenever she comes to stay. If you've got a soft spot for a person, it means you'll do anything for them, like the apple of your eye.
Are you golfing with us next week?
I suck at golf. If I went, I'd just hold you all up. So if you suck at doing something, it means you're really bad at it. But remember, this is a very slang expression, so use it with care. Another expression you could say, let's say your friend broke up with his girlfriend and they'd been together for like 2 years. You can say, that sucks. Or if your friends have been really nasty to you, you can say, you guys suck. I've got such a sweet tooth that whenever I see a new dessert in Lawson, I've just got to try it. If you've got a sweet tooth, it means that you absolutely love sweet food. And yes, I am guilty. I do have a sweet tooth and I do love a dessert from Lawson. Yum, yum. Are you good at handling stress? What kind of thing gets you stressed out? Let me know down in the comments. For me, one thing that gets me stressed out is when I'm having my dinner and my dog is sitting really close and he's just watching me the whole time. Ugh, it really stresses me out.